It works every time. The minute I walk up front, everybody starts being quiet. So welcome to the Two-Way Street Coffee House. My name is John. There will be a test. We're hybrid again this weekend. Camera mounted in the box on the ceiling. It only sees the stage, so if you're not supposed to be here, don't worry. You can, see it live like you are. You can go to the website and see it live stream. You can go tomorrow and watch it again if you want. twowaystreet.org is the website. We are a hardcore listening room, which means that you'll get one plate from me, and then Jerry's got a hook. You'll be out of here. He's my bouncer. We're an all-volunteer staff. Been an all-volunteer staff for now 53 years in November. I haven't been here that long. But so tonight we've got Joel doing the sound. Jennifer's holding up the door, and she's got the money. And we've got Debbie and Christine in the back there pouring coffee. And here comes the test. And what is my name? John. Thank you. Thank you very much. There's a lady here who used to call me Bob, but I broke her of the habit. So tonight we've got Carolann Solebello here in the coffee house. There are flyers on the table that tells you about stuff that's coming up. And I guess that's about all I've got to say. So if you're ready to go.
I'm ready.
Welcome, Carolann.
Thank you, John. And thank you. Before I even get started, I just have to say, I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I have a full room of people, and I am just so grateful. Thank you, everybody. Most of you have never met me before, so buckle up. On Henry Street, the blacktop heat will melt your rubber sole. In the evening by the waterside, the bridges turn to gold. Down at the beach, the breakers breach the sand like pink champagne. But nothing moves me half as much as Brooklyn in the rain. Yep, that's where I'm from. The night we met, my shoes were wet and my patience had run dry. You asked me in and wrung me out as lightning crossed the sky. It happened then, I knew it when you walked me to the train. I fell in love with you and then with Brooklyn in the rain. Oh, let it rain. Now, you know this is a folk coffee house. So as you might imagine, that part comes back again, and, I encourage a sing-along. Oh, let it rain. Ooh, that's it. We spent our nights beneath the lights on Flatbush Avenue. Rode the drought, did without under skies of blue. Then came the day you blew away in your little hurricane, and I could not tell the gates of hell from Brooklyn in the Now on Henry Street, I share a seat on the front stoop with the cat. I am content to pay the rent on this brownstone railroad flat. But now and then I think of when you kept me entertained. I do not love you anymore, just Brooklyn in the rain. Ready to sing? Oh, let it rain. Very good. Ooh, big and loud like Brooklynites. Oh, let it rain. Ooh, ooh. Thank you, Chicagoland, for singing along to a song about Brooklyn. I saw somebody with a White Sox cap on when I was walking around in Downers Grove, and I was like, hey, why are they wearing... And I remembered where I was. I'm confused. I don't like rules or regulations or conversations in the company of fools. I don't like demands or marching orders or rigid borders drawn by someone else's hands. I like the open sky and the summer breeze. I like to feel the earth beneath my hands and knees. I like welcome mats and swinging doors. I like the way my heart feels next to yours. Don't like boxes or small containers made by explainers who speak in paradoxes. I don't like restrictions on my five senses or building fences around petty jurisdictions. I like an open mind and the autumn breeze. I like to hear the crickets singing in the trees. I like ceiling fans and wooden floors. I like the way my heart feels next to yours. I like the way my heart feels next to yours. I like it, no apology. Blame it on biology. Just like the open sky and the northern wind, I like to feel the bracing air ripple on my skin. I like your open arms and your open doors. I like the way my heart feels next to yours. I like the way my heart feels next to yours. I like the way my heart feels. Thank you very much. Thank you. It is wonderful to be here. I haven't been to Chicago area in a very long time, and I haven't been to Two-Way Street in even longer. It's been 10 years since I was at Two-Way Street, and I was talking with Joel and Jennifer before the show, and I realized that the last time I was here, we weren't in this room. We were upstairs because there was some sort of a flood or something that had happened down here. So if any of y'all were around then, 10 years ago, in 2013, there was some sort of weather event that caused a flood in this room, and we were upstairs. And I must say, I really like the ambiance of this room here. This is great. I've been looking at it on the live stream, and I've seen these windows. I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. I can't wait to come. And it has lived up to the hype. So thank you, Two-Way Street, for having me. Thank you, Joel and Jennifer in particular, for inviting me. We met at a conference down in North Carolina. I met Joel and Jennifer. We had lunch together, and we started chatting, chit-chat, this, that, and the other thing, and we realized that we had all kinds of mutual everything, and Joel said, hey, you should play Two-Way Street sometime, and after the conference I said, let's do that. So here I am. That's how it works. You have lunch with somebody, and then suddenly you find yourself in a basement in Downers Grove. It's amazing. That's folk music, and then yeah. Oh yes, I realized lots of us don't know each other, which is kind of great because you're not tired of my stuff yet. And you don't know all my stories. You don't know where I come from and what I did. Yes, I said I'm from Brooklyn. I grew up in New York City. I grew up on a little island just south of Brooklyn, Staten Island. Yeah, I don't live there anymore for many reasons. Y'all seen Jersey Shore? That show, remember that television show? All those kids are from Staten Island. That's why I don't live there anymore. But shortly after I moved away from Staten Island, went to college in the city of New York, but as far away as I could possibly get and still be in the city of New York, I went to the Bronx. I grew up in Staten Island and I lived in the Bronx. Those are the two, like the southern and the northern ends of New York, and much, I don't know if mileage-wise it's bigger than Chicago or not, but it's like, you don't date, if you're from Staten Island and you get dating somebody in the Bronx, it's just not going to work out because it's just too much public transportation involved. It took 2 hours to get between those places in the same city on the trains. But that's beside the point. My point here is after I did all of that, I was an actor for a while before I started playing folk music. I did a lot of musical theater, which means I was unemployed a lot. And I got away without waiting tables. Most actors in New York and everywhere else wait tables, right? I did all kinds of weird jobs. I handed out flyers on the street for a dentist. I worked temp in offices, and a couple of summers in a row, I took a job as a street singer from a friend of mine who was a music director, which also meant he was waiting tables, at a lovely little French bistro called Restaurant Florent in the meatpacking district of Manhattan. And every year, Monsieur Florent would throw a big street party on Gansevoort Street in Manhattan, which is now Shishi Fafa, and nobody can afford to live there or shop there. But back then, it was pretty gritty. And he invited everybody, set up tables out in the street, and it was the meatpacking district. So during the day, the place was full of, or actually not in the day. It was, I think, overnight, like the meat packers, they would make their deliveries and everything, and the streets would literally run with blood. But I wasn't there then. I was there, in the daytime to celebrate French Independence Day, July 14th, which is otherwise known as, you guys know? Bastille Day. Excellent. And Woody Guthrie's birthday. Oh, wow. Of course, you've got the WFM t-shirt. Of course you know that. WFM t-shirt. Did you get that? T-shirt. Anyway, this song is called Bastille Day in New York, and it is a remembrance, pretty much verbatim, of what happened. My adventures as a street singer, several years in a row, back in a more innocent time. Soaking silk cravat, iron fishnet stockings and no hat, lost amid the fray on that flamboyant day. Remember that, stilettos on streets of cobblestone, cigarettes in holders made of bone, crooning like Jacques Brel on the carousel, sweet baritone, la 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 most dashing man in town. I in your brocade dressing gown, décolletage with ice, naughty but so nice to cool me down, to cool me down. Lingerie with damp and sweaty bows, men in leotards dancing on their toes. Gutters red with wine, all we had was chime. La vie en rose, la vie en rose. Chantez la Marseillaise, champagne et les fraises. We rang the steeple bell like when the fortress fell. Bastille Day in New York. La la la, la 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 la. You wanna sing? La la la, la 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 la. One more. La la la, la 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 la. Je me souviens, je peux promettre, that blithe and very steamy night we met. In Edith Piaf drag, Florence sang and waved the flag without regret. Sans regret, he sang, chantez la Marseillaise, champagne et les fraises. We rang the steeple bell before the towers fell. Bastille Day in New York. La la la, la 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 la. Yeah. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. Now en français, please. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. French, who knew? C'est magnifique, c'est magnifique. I'm going to tune my guitar because I like you people. I like you so much that I put new strings on today. Believe it or not, they stay in tune better than the ones that were there before. But I have to look down in this weird way because I wear bifocals now. Progressives, you know, but I call them bifocals because by goodness, I can't focal. They need a special, like, there should be a special spot on here, like, to look down at the tuner, because it's not quite far enough away to benefit from the distance, and it's too close, it's too far to benefit from the readers. That's okay. That's good. Good. All right. Now, do you guys come every week? Is this like, how many people like come every week? How many people is your first time here? Okay, cool. How many people have any idea who I am before they got here? Excellent, that's what I thought. Hi, Paul. Excellent. Hello, people. Oh, and I should say hello to the people on the camera. Hi, live stream people. I watch the live stream a lot of the time, so I'm usually in that little box over there. And I must say, it's one of the better live streams out there. So congratulations to Two Way Street for that. And congratulations to Two Way Street for running for 53 years. That's incredible. This memory that I'm about to sing about is almost that old. It's about one of those people that I ran around doing weird things with when I was an actor. We were young. I've since lost track of this person, but you know how people live inside of your memory, and maybe it's better that he does. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is a story. A hole in the chain link opened on the greens. We shin it through like burglars, tore apart our jeans. Peach wine from the bottle lingered on your lips. Midnight dew on me and you glistened through the rips. Like naughty little children, we smoke your cigarettes, sharing little secrets and making little bets. Starlight in your golden hair and eyes of ocean blue. I thought you wanted only me, I wanted only you. Golden void, waiting to us on shore. Red and flashing warning signs we chose to ignore. You took off my sweater, better to behold. Come on in, the water's fine, why do as we are told? Naked in the moonlight, slippery in our skin, the calm and glassy water gladly took us in. We slid beneath the surface, shimmering and cold. We swam until the silver moon had turned itself to gold. Golden boy, golden boy, I miss making mischief with you. I miss making mischief with you. Late at night, oh, in our clothes, we were all alone together in your bed. I reached out, oh, but you just froze. Sometimes the truth is better left unsaid. I am still here in the city with a husband and a child. I hear you moved to Florida and ran a little while. I hope you found a lover, I hope you found your bliss. I hope you found a lover, I hope you found your bliss. I hope you found a golden boy with peach wine in his kiss. Golden boy, golden boy, I miss making mischief with you. Golden boy, golden boy, I miss making mischief. Now you may have noticed I lost my focus there for a minute, and I had to repeat a line because I want to make sure I got it out. And I normally don't tell people why I lose my focus. If and when I do lose my focus from time to time, I lost my focus because I thought about my mom and what she said the first time she heard that song. She said, "Did you really swim in the reservoir? That's so dangerous. Did you do that?" Never mind all of the other stuff and the naked stuff and all the other. And I said, "Mom, all songs, all of my songs at least, are works of fiction. Let's just leave it at that." So I thought about my mom, and I also thought maybe she's watching. She's in Florida, as everybody's mom is. That's just the way it goes. Right? Hi, Mom, if you're watching. And no, I didn't really swim in the reservoir. I did not. Oh, right. Yes, but you can't let the truth get in the way of a good story, right? That's, Woody Guthrie probably said that too. I don't know. He said a lot of things. I lived in Tennessee for a little while, doing an acting thing. And that's where I learned about country music, like real country music, because I didn't really hear that growing up in New York City. So I kind of I've spent the rest of my career kind of trying to emulate that. This was an early attempt at that. See that house upon the hillside, sheltered by towering pine, lilacs bloom, curtains flutter. Till yesterday I thought it mine. Her shutters wear a new coat of scarlet. Her doors are tall, her windows wide. But if you glance beyond the threshold, you will not find a blessed thing inside. This empty house was mine to borrow, given only as a loan. So now this house holds only sorrow. An empty house is not a home. shine, sparkling wonder. Her oaken floors are dear and fine, but now no fire warms the hearthstone, no cupboards hold no vintage wine. This empty house was mine to borrow, given only as a loan. So now this house holds only sorrow. An empty house is not a home. Still she stands there on the hillside, a barren queen upon her throne. I filled my house with worthless beauty. Fill your house with love alone. This empty house was mine to borrow, given only as a loan. So now this house holds only sorrow. An empty house is not a home. This empty house was mine to borrow, given only as a loan. So now this house holds all my sorrow. An empty house is not a home. This empty house is not a home. Sweet Jesus, turn out that light. Who was the genius tore down them curtains last night? Cold morning hammers my brain. Leave me my darkness, but daylight ain't nothing but pain. You think I would know? You reap what you sow, chasing that warm afterglow. But I never learned where you are concerned. Night after night I get burned. Holy Mother of every dead saint, oh, I know what's good for me, and I know damn well what ain't. Good spirits turn bad overnight. Over and over and over shot of the same. Poison that wrecks me will drown all the guilt and the shame. You think I would know? You reap what you sow. Chasing that warm afterglow, but I never learn where you are concerned. Night after night I get burned. Sweet, sweet Jesus. Sweet, sweet, sweet Jesus. The thing that changes keys for me. Like all half-trained acoustic guitar players, I'm not real good at figuring out what the key is. I say, oh, well, it's in the key of 1-3, because I put it in 3. I learned a little more in the past few years, but that's to save me from playing too many bar chords. So has anybody noticed in recent years, everybody's looking for like life hacks? Have you seen this stuff on the internet? It's like, oh, save yourself 5 minutes, here's a life hack for you. I'm like, who has to hack their lives? But I guess it's because everybody's like, looking for shortcuts. We want to accomplish, we want to multitask, we want to do a million things at once, right? And now we have like AI to do, here, you don't want to write that business letter, use your AI. Here, you don't want to write a song, use your AI. What? I don't get it. So, maybe I'm not so in favor of shortcuts, and I am not so in favor of shortcuts, maybe because I learned the hard way. And so consider this next number a cautionary tale. All the locations in this are, as you might imagine, in New York City, so y'all know Greenwich Village, right? That's in New York City, and Times Square, also in New York City, but y'all know that, right? It's just peripheral anyway. So I want to be a writer like my great uncle Ned. He lived in Greenwich Village, and before he was dead, he wrote 57 stories that were not very long, a couple mystery novels and a prize-winning song. One song on his Smith Corona. You know what that is, right? A typewriter? You know what a typewriter is, right? Right, this is an audience. Some of the younger audiences I have to explain that to. Anyway, Ned left me his apartment. It's got a great vibe, plus a lot of great scotch, so I just had to imbibe. I sat around one evening and I had me a few, waiting for the muse to come and drop me a clue. One clue on that Smith Corona. But I woke up with a headache and some really bad hair, and I stumbled from the village way up to Times Square, feeling so pathetic till I met a little man who had a little monkey, so I made a little plan. One plan for that Smith Corona. You see, I'd heard about a contest, and since I like to sing, I thought I'd throw my hat into the songwriting ring. I've got my uncle's eyebrows, genetics are strong. I sure can't write a novel, but there's maybe a song. One song in that Smith Corona. Because there's a theory that a monkey, if he had enough time, could type up all of Shakespeare, including the rhyme. I read all the requirements this contest has got. Not one forbid a monkey, so I figured why not? One monkey for one song on my Smith Corona. So I brought the monkey home to my Uncle Ned's place, ordered up some takeout and I showed him the space. He was ready for the challenge, started to type, so I went down to the hookah bar to smoke me a pipe. One pipe and one monkey for one song on my Smith Corona. Ooh, 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 ooh. passage of time. I got back to the apartment in the middle of the night to a wide open door and the lights burning bright. When I looked around, I found the monkey was gone, along with the scotch and the takeout Szechuan. No monkey, no booze, no food, no song, one Smith Corona. So now there's just me and that Smith Corona. Just a little on me and that Smith Corona. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. So, write your songs yourself, Carolann. That's the moral of the story. Also, never trust a monkey. Never. Empty promises they'll make you. Empty promises, those monkeys. They will. Never trust them. And never trust AI. I'm working on a record, a new record. It's been a while. Thank you, Paul, I think. It's been a long time. Last record, I gave myself a 50th birthday present and put out a record in 2018, so, you do the math. So I started working on this record in 2020. So it's been a minute, and I worked on it quite a lot in January and February. And then for some reason, I just stopped working on it in March of 2020, and I was unable to begin again until last week. So I have all these songs lined up. So the more I say it out loud to kind people like you in a room, that makes me accountable, and I will finish at some point before my son graduates from college. He's 17 now, so. And I'm going to attempt one of the tunes that's hopefully going to be on that record. And by the way, I should use this moment to make my commercial here. I have a suitcase in the back of the room with CDs in it, those little things that you stick in a player. I don't know if anybody still has a player anymore, but thank you for waving at the little suitcase there. There's a little box with some change in it, and there's little links for, PayPal and all that stuff if you want to pay electronically. And I suggest, there's a suggested price, for $20, but I'll take 5, I'll take 50, whatever, whatever. I trust people to choose their own. The newest record is called Shiver. And more importantly, if you like what you hear tonight and you'd like to follow me, sign up on my mailing list, because I don't really trust all those platforms. I mean, I use the Facebook and the Instagram and all that stuff, but I'm convinced that all that stuff is going to go away at some point, and I'm going to lose all the people. So if you want to stay in touch, sign up on my mailing list, and I promise not to bother you more than once a month. I send out a letter once a month or so. It's true. Once a month, I just send it out. Hey, I'm playing here, I'm playing there, delete it, whatever. But it's a way to stay in touch. Hopefully I'm coming back here, next year around this time, and it'll also be a way for you to find out if and when I do finish this crazy record, this new record. I keep changing the name of it, but anyway, stay in touch with me. This is not the last song of the set, John. So I've got one more after this. So there's 2 more. So anyway, I was supposed to say, but I'll probably forget to say after the next song. Anyway, during that time in the 2020 when I stopped working on things, I don't know if y'all felt this way at all, but I kind of felt like I was done with making stuff and singing songs in front of people, and I wasn't sure I was ever going to be able to sit in a room with other people and watch other people make music. It's one of my favorite things to do, is to go and hear live music, and I was afraid I was never going to do that again, and I felt like, well, that was fun while it lasted, and fortunately, I get to do it again, so I feel pretty lucky. But this song was written when I kind of felt like I missed the train. My heart is tired, but I can't sleep. And when I do, I dream of trains hurtling by just as I arrive. Should I run or wait in vain? Time is liquid, days are long, yet they blur and fly right past. On frozen track, they knock me back. It all went by so fast. Is it gone? Am I too slow to catch my dreams? I have had enough, yet I want more. I grow roots, yet long to stray. I am spent, yet discontent, as the long train pulls away. Is it gone? Am I too slow to catch my dreams? Is it gone? Am I too slow to catch my dreams? Once I dreamed of towers gleaming tall and strong. Now I lie awake for hours. Have I been gone too long? Is tired, my bones are sore, yet my mind just will not sleep. Is there no rest for the dispossessed when the night is long and deep? Is it gone? Am I too slow to catch my dreams? Is it gone? Am I too slow to catch my dreams? Is it gone? Am I too slow to catch my dreams? Gone. Thank you very much. Still getting the hang of that one, you know. That's how it goes. I am going to play one more song, and then we're going to take a little break. Everybody's going to get a little coffee, a little tea, and a little nosh or whatever, and sign up on my mailing list so you know when I'm coming back. And then I'll come back and I'll play the good songs.
That you wrote on a Smith Corona?
That's right. That's right. I used to have one. I don't have one anymore. It was my grandfather's. I wrote my high school papers on the Smith Corona, or the first few, and then my parents got me a little blue electric typewriter, and it buzzed like this, went like, or hummed. It was like, this was my constant companion in high school. I'd sit up late at night with my typewriter going, and I'd make things up. I didn't like ever write a draft in my life. I write drafts now. These songs are not just coming to me, but sometimes I wish they would. I have always wished for a muse. Does anybody else? I mean, I know there are other songwriters in the room. Have you ever wished for a muse with like a little magic wand and just go, ding, here's a song for you? I write about it a lot. So this song I'm going to leave you with until the next set is called Meeting the Muse. Sometimes I wish I hadn't met her because she's a little weird. Anyway, and she's a little weird. She kind of flits around the room talking about, you know, ancestral memory and pain and booze and I think and she's a flamenco dancer for some reason. she said, I don't understand myself at all. I am restless, yet I am tired. I crave the sting of whiskey and the taste of cigarettes. I hunger for the kiss of the inspired. Sometimes she says I don't have a clue which way to turn. My mind careens around inside my head. Her trembling fingers lit a match to burn away the dark, but slipped and burned her tender skin instead. Can we remember a pain we've never known? Are we born to bear a burden not our own? Can we cast away the weight of ancient stone? Are we afraid of what hides in blood and bone? Sometimes she said, I don't have a clue which way. Nope. Sometimes she said, I don't want you to know just where I am. She turned to me and smiled without her eyes. Thanks so much for listening, and thank you for the beer. She kissed me hard and left to my surprise. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you so much. Be back in a few minutes. Have a nosh.
Oh, okay, that's okay. You can say.
Oh, all right,
Take me
well,
a second, yeah.
yeah, okay, so it's been another wonderful night here in the coffee house. This was set 1 of 2. She promised me it'd be a whole different set, second set. Promised me, yeah. So you can refill coffee cups, buy some snacks and goodies. The washrooms are out the door that you came in at and to your left. Swallowed a bug. So yeah, we'll be back as soon as there's no line for the washroom. All right? Attention. Use my big, deep announcer voice. So yeah, we're going to get ready to do a second set here. Just to let you know, next week in this room, we have Carol Wise with Mark Abraham. Starts at 8 o'clock, just like usual. On this coming Sunday at the Maple Street Chapel over in Lombard, we have Robert Jones and Matt Botroba, 3 o'clock on Sunday. Yeah, because more typically they do a Saturday, but for whatever reason, it's Sunday.
Is that 2 days from now?
Yeah. This coming, this,
2 days from now, next week.
no, this coming Sunday. But if you don't want to do that, Mark Dvorak is playing at the Wheaton Library this Sunday also at 2 o'clock. So you've got to make a choice. And Joe, what do you got?
I just wanted to announce that Joe Jenks will be playing at the Oak Park Library on Thursday, the 16th of November.
All right.
Who's that guy?
I don't know. This guy,
Some guy named Joe.
some guy, yeah. So, yeah, we're about ready to do a second set here. Carolann, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, and you know the first song?
I do.
Oh, good. Well, then take it away.
I know it. And pretty soon you're going to know it too. It's another one of those with a little sing-along, but y'all are smart. I don't think I have to teach anybody it. You just sing. I should have said at the beginning of my last set, I welcome all singing along. There's only one guideline. Just make sure you're singing the same song that I'm singing, that's all. Doesn't even have to be the same key. Anyway, this here is a song for Earth Day written by an urbanite. Bless me, Mother Earth. Here I am again, face down on your breast of newborn green, crying in your arms, watering the dirt. Will you let me weep till I am clean? Oh, Mother, where do I begin? You want to try that? Just, oh, Mother. Oh, Mother, will you take me in? And that'll come up again. And hold me, Mother Earth. I have fallen down again and landed hard enough to break my soul. Come on in your soft embrace, I can fall no more. So will you let me rest till I am whole? Ready? Oh, Mother, and then me. Where do I begin? All right. Oh, Mother, and then will you take me in? Will you take me in? Oh, I walk an endless city Thank you so much. It's lovely to hear a bunch of people singing back to you. It's beautiful. I long to write something that people know, and eventually, I won't have to teach it. Wouldn't that be something? Because I'm not real good at teaching it, so I just kind of go, sing whatever you want. Oh, yeah. I'd like to take you to the mountains of Tennessee. When I was back in those actor days I told you about, I got to travel to all kinds of exotic places like Tennessee, which to me was very exotic because, it's nothing like New York City. Tennessee, Kansas, Florida, all kinds of exotic places. I know a place up in the mountains, way back. Oh, I'm playing it in the wrong rhythm, sorry. It's very similar to another song, which is a problem. You know who taught me this finger picking pattern? You all know Joe Jenks, right? Everybody said hi to Joe. Joe used to be in a group called Brother Son. In that group was a fellow named Pat Wichter, who's been my friend for like 20-odd years. Pat Wichter taught me to do this. I didn't know how to finger pick when I was in this band, Red Molly. I would just play the strummy parts, and my bandmate would play all the finger picky parts. So when I was leaving the band, I said to Pat, I need to learn how to finger pick. So he said, just keep doing this over and over again. You don't even have to be in tune. Just do this. Keep skipping a string. It's called Travis picking. He said, do it while you're watching television. Do it while you're having a conversation. Pretty soon it'll become natural. And I think this was the first song I used it on. So thank you, Pat Wichter. Follow Pat Wichter. He's an awesome blues player. I'm still playing the wrong rhythm. I know a place up in the mountains, way back in the hills, where the water runs like diamonds, cold enough to give you chills. It's high above the valley where the river starts to fall, and if you stand beneath that flood, you can hear the angels call. Wash me clean, wash me clean. Just beyond my back door, out behind the well, over yonder, overgrown is the path straight out of hell. I will take you to that water if you will take my hand. I need to show you everything and hope you understand. Wash me clean, wash me clean, wash me clean. Oh, heaven help me, save this battered soul. If you cannot forgive me, will the water make me whole? Climb with me at sunrise, follow where I lead. I will take you where the angels weep when a heart begins to bleed. Way up in that hollow, on a bed of moss and fern, lie down there beside me and let the water cool or burn. Wash me clean, wash me clean, I got it by the end. I guess that was written a long time ago, that song, and I think that was kind of my way of owning up to mistakes and, you know, being responsible for my own failings. This is the 2023 version of that. I've done things I never thought I would. Casting off the shouldn't and the should. Finding little joys as they arrive. Seeking what it means to be alive. I've begun to see with tender eyes. Reaching out when it may seem unwise. Softening the borders of the skin. Rules for letting out and keeping in. Loosening the bonds that hold me fast. Savoring the moments while they last. Blessed be the fire raging in the dragon on my arm, burning my desire, keeping those who love me safe from harm. I've done things that do not make me proud. Whispered words I'd never speak out loud. Salty sweetness wrapped around my tongue. On my knees before the bells were rung. Promising to claim no guarantee. Wishing it were anyone but me. Blessed be the fire raging in the dragon on my arm, burning my desire and keeping those who love me safe from harm. Forgive me is so hard to say. Believe me, I say it to myself most every day. I've done things I never thought I would. Brushing by the shouldn't and the should. Blurring lines I thought were carved in stone. Learning what it means to be alone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I celebrated my 50th birthday by making a record called Shiver and getting a tattoo of a dragon on on my right arm. She has she's kind of an abstract dragon, so she's not too frightening. I don't like the realistic ones; they're too scary. But she has a little fire coming out of her mouth, just a little, and in her tail she carries the Om symbol. The Om, of course, is like the universal sound of the universe, and the fire is to remind me of what we all have inside of us is fire, right? And which is, it can be used to create or destroy, right? That's what the Om is for. The Om is to help me remember not to destroy things with my fire, but to create good and beauty and peace in the world. So blessed be the fire. Hence that lyric. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this. There's a lot of stuff flying around in the air that may or may not be true lately, like things on the internet and whatever. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean Abraham Lincoln actually said it. You have to be careful. And I think about these things, and there's lots of people I love who believe things that are like circling around in the world that are not necessarily true. A lot of people that I love and care about, and so, and it troubles me. And then I'm like, okay, in my lifetime, this has happened before. This is nothing new. People believe stuff. We as Americans, I don't know, in particular, are like obsessed with like the weird and the, and conspiracies. Like we dig this stuff. We like UFOs and like all this. So I was thinking about that, and that's where this tune came from. Nothing new. It's actually in this key. Sorry, it's in the key of 3, not 2. It's more sinister that way. She put the record on the player and she put the needle down. Put her finger on the vinyl and she spun it back around. She said, listen for a minute and you'll see just what I mean. I was only 7, she was 14. She said, you gotta play it backwards and then you can hear. He said, turn me on dead, man, it's perfectly clear. She seemed so very certain, I just nodded my head. She said, that's all the truth I needed, Paul is dead. Who's Paul? I didn't know, but she was so much older, so I figured it was so. But who's Paul? I didn't care. I could not hear the secret message, but I trusted it was there. She pointed to the label on a bottle of shampoo. She said, these people worship Satan, I am certain that they do. See the face of the devil on the logo, clear as day. Then she took my soap and toothpaste and she threw them both away. Whose face I didn't see, but she was so much wiser, so I told her I agree. But whose face I didn't know. I could not see the secret message, but I trusted it was so. Secret messages I never understood. Secret messages people up to no good. Oh. She clicked the link on the message board and read the latest post. It looked like gibberish to me, but she was totally engrossed. She said, don't you understand? It's in code and it's from Q. Someone is stealing the election, so we gotta have a coup. Who's Q? She didn't know. But I am older now, and so I faced her toe to toe. Who's Q? She didn't care. I could not see the secret message, cause the message wasn't there. Secret messages I never understood. Secret messages people up to no good. Secret messages behind the black and white. People keeping secrets under cover of the night. Secret keeping people tend to wither in the light. If you gotta keep it secret, then it maybe isn't right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Y'all remember that thing in the middle? The Procter and Gamble had like a logo in the '80s. This was a thing, and they said, "Oh, it's a satanic cult." Procter and Gamble was a satanic cult in the '80s, and people were cleaning out their closets, cleaning out their medicine cabinets, and throwing away soap and toothpaste and Jergens and what? Crest. Right? I remember hearing that for the first time, like literally from an older cousin. I was like, what? I don't think I'd ever even heard of the Beatles at that point either, so just so you know. Yeah, so I try not to fret too much because it's nothing new, really. These things run their courses, and, you know. So this is my little set, that and the next two songs are my little set of, like, songs of our particular, peculiar age. Meaning not how old we are, but like how the age that we live in, this era. I mentioned before that it's still kind of new to me and wonderful that the novelty hasn't worn off, that we're in the same room and I'm singing songs and we're listening and nobody's wearing, well, a few people are wearing masks, which is cool, which is totally okay. I wear a mask on the subway, by the way, still. But I haven't forgotten, and I don't take it for granted. So this song is for all of us. It's called A Prayer for the Living, because we made it. I realized it wasn't on. In the morning, heavy shadows fill the space between the curtains and the wall. Through the window I left open, I can smell the rain. It's just about to fall. There's a stillness all around, like nothing I have ever felt before. Such a stillness with no sound hovers in the air and shakes my core. So I tremble in the dim light and I listen to you breathe until I rise. I move slowly, not to wake you, but the bed creaks and you open up your eyes. There's a sadness hiding there, one I've seen a time or two before. Such a sadness we both share, heavy as the bolt upon the door. As it was in the beginning, we are now as we were then. Long as there's a planet spinning, we will pass this way. Again, again, again. Amen. In the evening, we hold hands and watch the news until we feel we're gonna drown. Through the window, barely open, blows a siren from the street 5 stories down. There's a silence when it goes, heavier than what was there before. Such a silence no one knows, till we don't want to hear it anymore. As it was in the beginning, we are now as we were then. Long as there's a planet spinning, we will pass this way. As it was in the beginning, we are now as we were then. Long as there's a planet spinning, we will pass this way. Again, again, again. Amen. Another breaking news flash, another crowded place, another bitter, twisted soul puts on the devil's face. Another town is crying, another town begins. Another day to wash away the bloodstains and the sins. Another grim analysis, another talking head, another unmarked county van arrives to count the dead. Another day of candles, another day of names, another day of photographs of lives gone down in flames. Oh brother, what have we done? Ignorance and hatred consume us one by one. Oh mother, when will we learn? When everyone has matches, everyone gets burned. Another wall of innocence, another tolling bell, another childless mother takes her turn in hell. Another brother, sister, and another father, son. Another heart stops beating at the wrong end of a gun. Oh, another breaking news flash, another day in fear, another day we bow before the freedoms we hold dear. Another town is bleeding, another bleak amen. Another day we all forget until it comes again. Oh mother, what have we done? Rage and isolation destroy our favored sons. Oh brother, when will matches. Everyone gets burned. Oh, 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 Thank you very much. That ends the bleak part of the set. This is the Buddhist part of the set. In the backyard, in the morning, in the barefoot summer, child exploring, she is humming with the breathing of the newborn blades of grass, just teething in the softness, in the stillness, in the sweet green smell of garden chillness. It's beginning and ending. In an instant comes the heat descending. Now, this is now. There is only now. In the lamplight, in the midnight, in the unforgiving glow of hindsight, she is spinning, reeling. In an instant comes a storm of feeling. In the maelstrom, in the quiet, in the mystery of internal riot, she is breathing with the drumming of her heartbeat and electric humming. Now, this is now. Later will come later, but then later will be now. So for now, this is now. There is only now. Now. Moments come and moments go. Can it be enough to know for now? This is now. There is only the backyard and the morning and the barefoot summer, child exploring. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me test out new songs. That's like a new-ish song. I'm hoping to put that on that theoretical record. Maybe that's what I can call the record, theoretical. Carolann Solebello, theoretical. Can't you see it? It's great. I never like to call a record by the title of a song, but that might be the title song. If I want to call it Now. This is Now. I can't use Be Here Now because that's been taken. Did you guys ever read that book? It's a book called Be Here Now. Yes, I believe it or not, it took me until like last year to read it. Wow, something else. And there's a lot more like illustrations in it than I thought. There's all these like diagrams in the middle.
but Ram Dass, Be Here Now, classic. Read it, changed my life. I have one more song for y'all. Because you've been so good, I'm going to give you one more song. Maybe because I've been so good, I get to play like my favorite thing to play. Thank you, Joel and Jennifer and John and everybody who makes this possible. I'm sorry, I forgot the names of the folks. Hey, thank you, and thank you to each and every one of you for coming here tonight. I know how easy it is to stay home on your couch and watch television, because I do that, and I stay home in my comfortable little house, and it takes a lot. So I appreciate you making the effort, especially on a Friday night, to come here and come. Wow, it's a beautiful thing still, and I mean that when I say I don't take it for granted that people are out gathering together in a room, because this is very powerful for me as a performer, and it's also powerful for me as an audience member to still gather in this way. So congratulate yourselves for coming out tonight, and big congratulations to the Two-Way Street for continuing for 53 years. Wow, that's almost as old as I am. That's amazing. Wow. I will leave you with a song of about, guy walks into a bar kind of a song. You never know who you're going to meet in a bar or on the astral plane. Maybe. It was cold, there was whiskey, pickled eggs in jars. In the dust of a lifetime sat an old man at the bar. He was tall and wrinkled like a shirt left in a drawer. Cracked a smile in the mirror as I walked through the door, and he said, "Hey, good looking, come and sit by me. Whatever you've got cooking, I want the recipe." He was sweet, I was flattered, I had some time to spend, so I perched on a bar stool beside my new old friend. 2 glasses, 1 barkeep, and the best from Tennessee. Dark eyes, so familiar, and in a voice that haunted me, he said, "Went down to the river, it was cold as ice. 3 times made me shiver, came up only twice." I was rapt, he was charming. Where had I seen that grin before? And those eyes, full sorrow, like he'd seen the other shore. He took my hand and he kissed it. I felt a blush of flame. I was smitten like a schoolgirl, so I asked the man his name, and he said, "Mama called me Hiram King, but that don't make no bank. When I learned to pick and sing, people called me Hank. They called me Hank." My hands are always cold here, my guitar is lost to me. Somehow I still grow old here, but the whiskey's always free. I was stunned, reeling, dizzy in my head. Was it real? Did it matter? I was drinking with the dead. Then he winked and released me. A chill ran through my bones, and it vanished like a memory, and I breathed his dust alone. He said, "No matter how you struggle, no matter how you strive, darling, there ain't no one much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. My pleasure.
Don't put that away.
Oh, okay, right. This is where I pretend, oh, I couldn't possibly. I couldn't possibly. No.
What can I say? Nobody gets out of this coffee house without an encore.
Okay.
So do you guys want to hear one more? Yeah. Now, more importantly, do you have one more?
I don't know any more songs. I have only
Oh,
written
man.
that. But I was requested to play something, and I feel it is my obligation. Do you know that Tuesday, you probably know this because you're an educated crowd of people, Tuesday was not only Election Day, but it was also the birthday, the 80th birthday of one Joni Mitchell. Roberta Joan Anderson Mitchell turned 80 years old.
Okay, well,
Yes. So, I figured.
with all of that,
Yeah.
I think we're going to hear one of her songs.
I think that's what I have to do.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm obligated to do that,
Right.
right? And I thought about it on the way over, and I said, oh, I should have prepared something. And then my friend Paul said, you're going to play a Joni Mitchell song, right? And I was like, yes, yes.
Yes, I will.
So in the dressing
All right.
room.
All right, well, with that happy note, one more song from Carolann.
Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar on the back of a cartoon coaster in the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada. Oh, Canada. With your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. You're so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Still be on my feet, I would still be on my feet. I am a lonely painter. I live in a box of paints, frightened by the devil, but I'm drawn to those that ain't afraid. I remember the time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely you touch mine. Part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. You're in my blood like holy wine. You're so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Still be on my feet, still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew your lies, she knew your devils and your deeds. And she said, go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Still be on my feet, still be on my feet.
Thank you, Joni. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Get home safe. We'll see you next time. Bye, Mom.
Tennessee?
The boots are from El Paso, Texas.
Oh.
From the Lucchese factory in El Paso, Texas.
My daughter lives on Bridge Street.
On Bridge Street?
Yeah.
In El Paso?
No, in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Bridge Street. Oh, way down by the. Oh, okay.
Downtown.
Yeah, wow. Everything else I'm wearing is from New York.
Yeah, I feel like the country mouse on a dance.
It's that's like that's changed. That whole area like 20 years ago was completely different.
I haven't seen the renovation, but